I'm Danny Bonaducci, and you are watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes, this is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday to you. He's back.
I'm back.
Welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show right here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, the Twitch channel. Please share the link to this show on all your socials. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast on Twitch and on YouTube and Facebook, all that good stuff. Thanks for joining us today. All right. How are you, pal?
I'm all right, man. How you doing?
Good to see you.
Thanks, you too.
You sure?
Yeah, no, that was that was like a funny flow of words, but you know what? That's radio.
Funny flow of words.
Yeah, because you said, how are you? I said, good, how are you? And then you said, good to see you.
Oh, I didn't say good, thanks.
Yeah, so
You're
my
right.
internal
Sorry.
brain, no, you're fine. You keep me on my toes. I like that. Keep me frosty.
Now, is it just jet lag, or is there anything else involved here?
Oh, there's something else involved. I have diagnoses up the wazoo. No, I don't know. It's mostly jet lag. I was just telling you before we started the show. Well, for those who don't know, I just flew back from a little vacation on the West Coast, and I'm like, just boy, are my arms tired. No, I don't like flying. It spooks the shit out of me. So like I can't like sleep on flights. I can't like I'm constantly in a state of like almost being in a panic attack the whole time.
Sure.
So we took a red eye out of Seattle, and like 11:30 takeoff, and we landed like 8 a.m. New York time. So like I don't know, I like barely slept, and like but I would like kind of like insomniac, like I would fall asleep for like weird amounts of time and like spill water on myself and wake up and be like, ah, fuck, I pissed myself. Which actually happened. You can ask Haley.
But why are you drinking water when you're trying to sleep?
I wasn't trying to sleep. It was the sleep deprivation and having like a full day and then just being on this plane sitting in place. Like I ended up like not intentionally like falling asleep, so I was like kind of thing, and then I dropped my water. So I'm adjusting. I'm fine. We got fucking broken mic tonight, so I'm excited about that.
Very excited about that.
Yeah, if you're listening and you want to do comedy, or you know someone that wants to do comedy, or you're a comedian like already doing the thing, it's a good time, and I've been so excited. That's all I've been thinking about on this vacation.
I bet.
That's not true. It's one of the things I've been thinking about on this vacation, just coming back and immediately getting back into this.
Or if you just want to come and watch, it's only $10.
Yeah. But again, if you're a comedian and you sign up to do the actual mic, you don't have to pay the $10.
That's right.
Still subject to the 2-item minimum, but hey, that's showbiz, baby.
That's all right. That's still a great deal, and a great time. Let's not forget that you're hosting, which is great. Neil Rubenstein, Carla Okeson, and Carrie Karavis will be here judging. That alone, to see you four, that alone is a reason to come.
We prefer the word panelist.
What did I say?
You said judge.
Which
is like, no, you're fine. We like it's almost like an in joke during the show. It's like, oh, we're not judging. This is a safe space. But yeah, actually, unfortunately, I think we have to get Carla for the next one. She was letting me know she won't be able to show up till about a half hour into the show. So between now and then, I might have to pick another panelist.
So being a half hour late, so you said no, just like she's officially out?
I wanted to figure out a way to finagle it and push the start back, but like I like being punctual.
Yeah,
and
me too. I
could see a situation where like I'd leave the seat empty and have her come on late, but I'd rather just have her for the whole show in a future one. I love having her, and she's like a good friend of mine, and like I don't want to half-ass her appearance on it.
Sure, understood.
I want to hear her talk shit about everybody.
Right, no, I'm with you. I'm with you, and I'm exactly the same way. On time, everything and everybody where they're supposed to be.
If you can, you strive for it.
Right.
But if you can't do it, you can't do it.
Oh, yeah, I'm not, no judgment on her of any kind.
Telling me to get out of here.
Either way, it's going to be a great night. Really excited about it. That's tonight in the Giggle Room right here at Governor's in Levittown. Govs.com. You can make your reservations, or again, like you said, if you're a comedian, and a comedian can even just show up at the door, right? They don't have to give you advance notice?
No, comics I almost encourage, until further notice, just show up.
Okay.
There's no pre-sign up at the moment. There's no benefit to reaching out other than just to find out details, which I don't mind. Please reach out if you want. You know what? And fuck it. We were talking about this off air. This is no secret. We were toying. I'm toying with the idea of pre-sign-ups to help governors out, know how many people are going to show up.
Yeah.
Unless like it's just consistent that we hit the cap every time. Like if we hit 20 people, which I think what we didn't want to go over. No, it was even less. It was like 12 to 15 when we were at that theater place. And we had to cap it because like it just got too long and the judges were having a bad time. So like, we got to figure something out if it remains like super popular.
Well, right. I mean, 15 comics, that's 45 minutes right there, just of their sets.
Yeah, but that's without the interviews.
Right, exactly.
Sets.
So I would think that would make sense.
Yeah, no, for sure. So we're figuring it out, and if it stays popular and you all support it, we'll figure out ways to make it better and all that jazz. But yeah, come through. It's going to be super fun.
We're going to be talking about that all through the show. Govs.com. That's tonight. What time does it start? 7?
7:30 signups. and then 8 o'clock start.
Nice. That's tonight right here at Governor's in the Giggle Room. Also, go to govs.com, make your reservations, and, of course, check out their full schedule of shows. Of course, we got at Governor's this weekend. There's also Nikki Smiggs is playing here this weekend. There's a Pride show in the Giggle Room. I believe that's Saturday. You can see comedians Dan LaRocco, Janelle Hamster, Rob Falcone, Brian Paul, Alex Bradley, Emily Santosis, Courtney Otera, Tim Saliani, Billy Geyer, and Andy Plajanos on a Governor's stage this weekend. Go to govs.com. Andy Plajanos, Billy Geyer, and them. I believe that's at McGuire sometime this weekend for the. It's Butera's birthday show. I think that's Saturday.
Fun.
Yep, which I believe his birthday is actually today or yesterday. Happy birthday, John Butera.
Happy birthday.
He's 82, I believe. Fremder, vacation is nice, but I don't like traveling because my father used to beat me with a globe. So all right. So you went to Seattle and California, yes?
So we flew into Seattle. We took Amtrak all the way from Seattle down to L.A., drove the rest down to San Diego because the landslides brought me down. And then we drove all the way from San Diego back to Seattle, which, holy shit, California's a long state.
That's all I hear.
Yeah, we drove Highway 5, which is like, for the longest stretch, is just 2 lanes through, like, desert and then like farmland of California, like dead straight for like hundreds of miles. Fucking, it was intense. It was pretty intense.
That's like Route 80 through Pennsylvania. It's like the most boring drive.
Ugh, barf.
Yes, exactly.
And I got a speeding ticket in NorCal, getting right out into Oregon. Yeah, these cops were sitting at the bottom of like a valley in the road, so like I'm kind of bombing this hill at like 90 miles an hour, and I don't know. That was the vibe, driving straight for like hundreds of miles. Everyone was going 90. And a guy pulls me over and he was like, you know how fast you were going? And I was like, how fast do you think I was going? And he says 90. He comes back. He's like, I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to reduce it to 75. But you still going to, owe some money. And I was just, I don't know, fuck them. But then.
What was the limit? 55 or 65?
I think it was 65.
All right, that's not bad. But
yeah. I mean,
but he's still a dick for pulling you over.
I don't know. Like, he asked me if I knew how fast I was going. He goes, why were you going that fast? And I gave him my honest answer. I'm like, it's a steep hill. I'm in a rental car. And it's also kind of the speed of traffic. Like, I didn't want to, like, cause an accident by being that one dude going the actual speed limit. And he even said to me when he came back after writing up the ticket, he's like, I want to do you a favor and lower, like, the speed on the ticket. Like, I don't think you're being a dick. You just got to slow down. And I'm like, if you don't want to, if you think I'm not being a dick and you don't want to be a dick, how about you don't be a dick and just make me give you no money?
Right.
But I don't know. He, whatever. If I talk about cops too much on this show, all the conservatives are going to come and slit my throat.
Yeah, we want. Yeah.
Nice stop after that speeding ticket. We stopped in Weed, California.
What was it?
Weed, California.
That's the name of a town?
City. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I got, which, you know what, maybe I'll just wear it next week. I got my new favorite shirt ever from the Weed store in Weed, California. They had a lot of funny ones. A lot of them were just like, okay, so Haley got a beanie. It's just black and white text on the front. It just says Weed Police. I don't quite get it, but I don't have to. I love it.
So Weed, California, are they like selling weed all over the place, or is it just, or you're just buying stuff that says weed on it?
I think both. They had a bunch of dispensaries, and then they had like gift shops, just with like local merch and stuff. I got a postcard that says Weed, California, and then like the population, and then the elevation. It's pretty sick. Yeah, it was cute. It was a fun little gimmick town. You can tell I had this hat.
In-N-Out.
I ate a lot of In-N-Out.
As you should.
Best burgers. Oh, God.
Need a second?
They're so good, Tony. And you know what? It's like every time I go back to California or the West Coast, I'm like, they're not going to be as good as I always remember. And then they are.
Really?
Every goddamn time.
But that's a great thing.
No, I know. But I'm like mad because they're not in New York.
Why aren't they? Are you an expert on In-N-Out? Like, why aren't they in New York?
I just know that franchises tend to do worse and fail in New York compared to other states. That's something I've always been told.
I never heard that.
Yeah, no, I don't know why or how or who, but like I kind of get it. New York's kind of tough.
Well, I did hear that even Burger King is going to be closing some stores, which shocked me.
See, like it doesn't shock me. Burger King sucks.
Well,
Burger King for a moment had really, really good chicken sandwiches when, because I think they bought Popeyes and like incorporated them into their brand. And then at one point they were like, we got these Chiking sandwiches.
Chiking?
Like, yeah, it was CH''King.
Oh.
And it was like their rebrand of chicken sandwiches, but basically it was just Popeyes at Burger King.
Right.
And it was delicious, and it was a reason to go to Burger King. And then they were like, these are too expensive to maintain. So they're back to their normal bullshit chicken sandwiches.
Nobody cares about quality anymore. Damn it.
Well, I mean, you eat at All American, so we know you don't.
Ooh! So you won't pick on cops, but you pick on the All American. That's communist.
Well, and getting into the heart of food, and this lovely prepared dish I have for you, we're giving the people what they want, which is Tony eating bullshit segment. So these, if you want to show the camera,
yes.
Extremely popular, semi-marketed as a health food. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We're giving Tony Aussie Bites today, ladies and gentlemen. Aussie Bites, I think they're delicious. They're packed full of omega-3s, and I did pull up their Amazon listing so I could read to you what's in them. We got organic rolled oats. Do you like oatmeal?
No.
Have you tried oatmeal?
Yes.
Okay, fair game. Organic oat flour, unsalted butter, oils, dried apricots. Do you like apricots?
No.
Apricots are pretty good.
No.
Let's see. Sugar, raisins, flax seeds, honey, shredded coconut, quinoa. It's a sum greater than its parts. It's basically like a healthy cookie.
A healthy
at the
cookie.
End of the day. What else? What else?
I to make myself even weirder,
Yeah.
which you probably didn't think would be possible, but I hate raisins with a passion. Hate them.
I don't. That's not that weird.
No?
Like, I don't know. I feel like kids generally, it's like a very like I hate raisins, and then you grow up and you're like raisins are fine. They're just like, what don't you like about raisins? Because they're just sweet.
Yeah, I think that's it. I'm not big on sweet things.
Okay.
Except myself.
But, what about like non-dried fruits? Because like, do you like grapes? Because grapes are raisins.
I couldn't tell you. I just being honest, I couldn't tell you the last time I even had a grape.
Oh man,
I think I had them as a kid and I didn't like it.
I gotta just like bring you a fruit cup. I'm overthinking this segment.
Vicky hates raisins too. Oh, all right.
I just think what's like? Yeah, I guess we don't like sweet things.
All right. So what is this called? A what?
An AUSSIE, Aussie Bites.
Aussie Bites. I've never heard of it. I wasn't sure if we were continuing this segment, so
me neither.
All right, I want to hear more. So you told me like the bad stuff for the vacation. I want to hear some of the good stuff.
Okay.
Did you check out any comedy?
Yes,
oh.
I saw Nick Mullen live in San Diego at really, really cool comedy venue out there. I think it's just American Comedy Co.
Oh,
excellent club. I love the seating was really cool. Like I like that everybody in the audience was facing the stage.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah,
that's super nice. And I don't know. I just only good things to say about it. He was excellent, man.
I know who that is.
Yeah, he's the guy from Cumtown that
yes.
Hugh opened for not too long
yes.
ago. Really, really fantastic, and just and I don't know, super like nice and normal to talk to. Like
you talked to him after?
He popped out after to talk to people if you wanted to hang out and wait. And yeah, just.
Did you tell him I'm from New York?
Yeah, I did.
I saw you at Governor's.
I didn't see him at Governor's. I wish I did. I forget what I was doing.
So you said I didn't see you at Governor's.
No, but like we just had like a very pleasant exchange. I threw out there that like I was a comic and just on vacation, and I saw he was there, and I wasn't even like trying to push going because to me it's like it's vacation. Like I don't want to make it a comedy thing. But as soon as I expressed that it was happening, Haley like bought tickets and didn't even say anything. She's she's the best.
She rocks.
Yeah. But yeah, he was really cool to talk to. I told him I'd throw shows and like if you ever wanted to work industry or any of the stuff I do, that like I have a good relationship with Govs. It shouldn't be a problem. I don't know that. I hope it wouldn't be. But like, you know, I'd love to work with him. But like, and it was just like cool. Like I didn't think I overly geeked out. You know, I played it cool, Tony. I played it
Well,
really
have
cool.
him be a part of the panelists. I got that right. Have him be a part of a panel at a Broken Mike show. Here,
I
here at
trust
Governors.
me. I would love it. I would love it. I just I think it's a hard sell to people that are making way more money doing other things. But hey, once we start selling tickets and I can like pay the panelists more,
Right.
absolutely. I think it would help the show take off. But his show was great. He had a bunch of abortion jokes and like walked some conservative idiot that like couldn't handle the jokes.
Really?
It was so funny. So there was this couple sitting behind us, and they were being super annoying the whole time, but like not enough to kick him out. And so Nick Mullen just starts doing these jokes, and the guy, you could hear him like huffing and puffing, and then eventually he just stands up. He's like, "I can't take this anymore. This is disgusting, and these people are laughing at this." And the girlfriend is like, just like calm down and like just maybe like don't pay attention. He's like, "Shut the fuck up. Next time, don't say anything."
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
And did they leave?
Oh yeah, no, they left, and then they left, and then Nick just goes, "So you guys want to like hear about anything else? I don't want to like keep pissing you off, but I think the one guy that got pissed off is gone." Like it was just, it was funny. It was very funny.
Freaking people need to lighten up, man.
No, they really do.
Even if you disagree, so what?
Yeah, no,
It's
and then
crazy to me.
And I guess to skip to like the end of the trip when we got back up to Seattle. I just did 2 open mics. I wasn't able to make any connections out there, like in terms of like getting on a real show. But shout out to Comedy/Bar. That was a new venue that just opened in Seattle. If you're out there, go check out their events. I really had a fun time on their mic. It's literally like Comedy/Bar, and then the website is the word / I thought that was cute.
Oh, that's cool.
Bar. And it's really just like it is exactly what it says. It is it's a bar and a comedy room, and it's like one continuous thing. It's not like a separate off, which is like kind of sucks sometimes. But I don't know, really cool new spot.
How'd you do?
I did pretty good. It was a good room for that, which is there's a reason why I'm saying it like that. But lots of comics, lots of I think genuine audience that were just there to hang out.
Cool.
And yeah, it was just nice trying my stuff in a different scene. But
Right.
then the next day, I did a mixed open mic at a place very much like Industry, like a kind of like a cool, hip, but like not too queefy joint. And they hated my guts, Tony.
Oh wow.
They yeah, you know, it's I don't know where do I start? You know, like Seattle just it culturally seems like the, you know, more hipstery parts of Brooklyn.
Yeah, right. I've heard
Which
that.
part of me really fucks with, and then the other part of me is like, all these chicks have mullets and they don't like my jokes about my autistic friend.
Right.
You know, so like the host of the open mic before my time was up actually started like playing walkout music like we were at the Oscars.
Come on.
And here's the thing, like I was kind of bombing, but like not, you know, there's like, you know, like the spectrum of bombing. Like I had a table that was like my lifeline. Actually, no, to be fair, I had 2 tables that were like genuinely there for it and listening and laughing and having a good time. And they were my lifeline. But otherwise, yeah, the whole rest of this pretty big venue, and it was a pretty busy mic. They were not having it. And
Really?
just like, just imagine the hipster stereotypes, just being like, he's making an Auschwitz joke. Oh, somebody murder him, that Nazi. And I'm like, wait a minute. How do you make that connection? I'm talking about how bad this place. All right, whatever. But yeah, like even after I got off and the host got back up, she was like, all right, starting with some offensive stuff. I guess that's what you get for a comedian from New York. And then just like wouldn't talk to me the rest of the time. And I stayed to support. Like I wasn't trying to like leave immediately. So that was kind of fun. Like I had
That's
a good
messed
one,
up.
and then a bad one. But like, yeah, that's part of it. That's you know.
That is part of it, but it's not part of it where they don't even talk to you after. And I mean, Mick Thomas was in here recently with you and Travis.
Yeah.
And he was, I honestly don't remember if we were on the air or not, but he was, I think it was off the air actually. We're talking about somebody that was in here recently that bombed. And Mick was like, so what? So what? That's part of it. He goes, and Mick Thomas has been doing this for 20 plus years. Great comedian, travels everywhere. He goes, I still bomb. He goes, that's a part of it. He goes, you're not going to connect with every single audience. That's a part of the life. He goes, it happens. He goes, it shouldn't even matter. He goes, and it shouldn't be something to be ashamed of either. He goes, it's just a fact. And he used baseball as an analogy. He goes, last night, the Red Sox beat the Yankees 6-3. He goes, you don't try to sugarcoat that. That's just a fact. The Yankees lost that night.
Yeah.
He goes, and I bombed this night. He goes, I had, 10 great nights, 20 great nights for every bomb. He goes, so what? He goes, that's the life. That's how it goes. So, yeah, for them to, and then, stereotype you. Stereotype you? Yeah. That's what we get for bringing in a New York comic. Up yours, bitch.
Yeah, it was a little rude. I feel like I've dealt with worse hosts, but...
Really, yeah?
Yeah, but...
John Butera?
No, he's been cool when I'm on his shows.
I love picking on John.
I can't fault the J man.
Johnny Butts.
Johnny Boots. But yeah, no, it was what it was. What's funny? I had one of my favorite things that ever happens. Just things people say to you when you're a comedian that it's just part of the experience.
Yeah.
One of which, because I was talking to Haley at length about this, is like when no one laughs at a joke in the room and someone's just like, "That's funny." That's definitely a death by words thing. But then also the owner of this bar, Cafe Racer, this guy Jeff, super nice, really cool guy. Me and Haley were sitting in the bar talking to him, and I'm just joking about how I bombed. Like, I'm not upset. I'm just making light of it because that's what I fucking do. And there's a point where Jeff just comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, man, don't quit. Try it again."
Oh, cool.
No, but I said, I didn't already, I'm like, he said that, it was super nice. I'm not trying to take it like it wasn't, but it was almost like implying that I wasn't gonna anyway.
Oh, right.
Don't worry, kid. I know it was your first time doing comedy, but stick with it. And I was just like, nah, Jeff, I do this as a job. Please.
And I've seen your act, and I can say I think it's funny. I like it.
Oh, God. Now I'm really gonna fail. All right, you're stalling. Eat this Aussie.
All right, I'm gonna. Yes, I am gonna eat it, and then I'm just gonna read comments first.
Okay.
The landslide is not the only thing that brought her down. That was from Fender, of course. The last time I was driving, I saw a sign that said 15 ahead. I thought to myself, "That's good. I'm the only one in the car."
He's talking about fucking a 15-year-old.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't like the signs that say stop ahead. Like, why are they trying to stop it? Yeah. Fremder, that's some good dispensaries in California. I remember the last time I was in one, I walked out higher than the giraffe nuts. Vicky, she hates raisins. From now on, says Fremder, feed it to him with a spoon and make airplane noises. I'm going to eat it. I'm going to finish reading comments. I'm going to eat it. Andy Pajanos, F raisins, like eating old people. Exactly like eating old people. Brian Paul said they actually taste slightly better. Bosie says, good morning, Ken Pichelle is here. Hello, Vicky.
Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Ken Pichelle. Hope you enjoy the ball, says Vicky. Fremder, did the Iron Chef see the new Transformers movie?
Yeah, new Transformers movie is pretty great. I never thought I'd say that.
Yeah, was it? Well, no, you predicted it was going to be good.
I did, but All
right, well, hang on. I don't want to stall any further. Let me eat this damn thing. But then, we'll talk about that. Hell, and I saw a Flash.
Okay.
So we could talk about that. And we got a bunch of things to talk about.
Sweet.
I'm just going to because
the whole thing.
Yeah, because if I take a bite, I just feel it's going to be harder. So I'm just going to throw this.
Oh, it's hard, all right.
I'm going to throw the ball to the back of my throat. When I saw the Transformers movie, I was about the only one in the theater. I think it's because people were offended. All right.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Fremder.
Godspeed, sir.
Nice. This is good.
Oh man,
this might be the thing I don't finish.
No, come on.
This might be the thing that I spit out.
Loved by people all over.
Oh, this is terrible.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's oats. It's rolled oats and a little bit of honey.
Oh,
it's an Aussie bite. For those of you who missed the beginning of the show, ASSIE bites. You can find them in your local grocer. It's a great snack to give your kids.
Oh, this is terrible. What is the matter? Oh.
It's just like a healthy cookie.
Yeah, Ken Purcell's asking. Give him the ingredients again.
Okay. He's just making silly sounds. I love this.
This is gross.
It's mostly rolled oats. I'm getting to it. It's a little bit of a scroll. Oats, butter, apricots. It's like dried fruits and oats and honey and quinoa and chia seeds and just like healthy shit. You got those omega-3s. Good for the brain. Let's see. Coconut, flaxseed. But like I said the first time around, I think they're greater than the sum of their parts because like they're good, and like I like those ingredients, but you know it could taste like he's looking right now, but no, I think they taste pretty good.
Fuck! This is terrible.
Talk me through it. What's so bad about it?
It tastes like cardboard.
A little bit. I'll give you that. It's like good cardboard though, like the better cardboard.
Oh, the good cardboard.
Yeah.
Drink some water, says Ricky. Yeah, I'm going in a second. I just want to finish the damn thing.
I wish I brought two.
I wish I split this in half with you.
Yeah, I've never. I kind of wanted to stop you. I don't eat Aussie bites in one bite. That's a crazy move. It's just a lot in there. They're dense. Like
I'm
a
almost
neutron
done.
Star.
Oh. Ugh.
I love this. This is great.
That was terrible.
Damn. I was optimistic about this one. I was like, this is like, it's not like very flavorful in a way. Like,
right.
So I thought maybe that would be a good thing, but then, nope. I get told it's cardboard. Lightly sweetened. You know what I mean? I thought I was really like, oh, this is better than just bringing in roasted nuts. Which I think that like I was telling them earlier, that's going to be 1 week that I can't think of anything good. I'm just going to bring them like almonds and like cashews and be like, just put your nuts in my mouth. Wait, put my nuts in your mouth. I had that swapped. It was almost gay.
Almost. That was the best torture Tony ever, says Vicky.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I didn't think Aussie bites were gonna top the bullshit that I brought in for you. That's pretty funny.
Oh my goodness.
So like what? Like, have you ever had an oatmeal cookie?
No, I don't think so.
That's crazy.
I must have. Because
Yeah,
it is kind of weird.
I'm trying to think of like comparable like foods because I don't know, man. I don't think I'm turning you.
Yeah, you had high hopes that you would turn me at least once, but I didn't.
I'm losing faith.
Just bring them in a stick of fried butter next time, says Fremder.
Nah, dude, I don't recommend that shit. I did that once. That was not good.
That's like a heart attack on a stick.
I mean, yeah, but you only live once.
Well, yeah.
You know, like it was worth trying. I split it with my ex, and it was too much. It's too much, that butter on a stick.
Yeah, I've never had the balls to. Cause it does. That just sounds like it's way too much.
No, it's gross. It's gross. But actually, being that's a festival food, that was another part of my trip. When we were in San Diego, we went to the Del Mar San Diego County Fair, which it's interesting, like a culture difference. Like it feels like they don't have little fairs like we do over there, but instead they have these like massive fucking fairs that last for like a month.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so like it was huge. It was closer to going to like an actual theme park than going to like a local fair.
Oh, wow.
Out here. Yeah, like insane traffic, insane parking. You get there, it's huge. And it was a good time. We got some good fair food. I had I guess similar to the fried stick of butter, I had like fried avocado slices. It was pretty good. It was delicious. Yeah, definitely something with avocado. We got to do that to you. And I don't know. I guess not. Oh man, I had a high pressure sales situation. There was a couple of kids selling, and by kids I mean adults younger than me. They're selling this goop that you put on like sunglasses or windshields, or it basically like buffs out scratches on things.
Oh.
And like very aggressive. We're walking by. He's like, "Give me your sunglasses," and I'm like, "Okay." I give him my sunglasses, and he like puts this goop on him and rubs up the sunglasses, and he gives them back to me. And he's like, "Isn't that better?" And I'm like, "They weren't like in bad shape, but like, sure." It was. I guess it was better. I told him it was better. Big mistake.
Well, because then he wanted money?
Yeah, because then like he just wasn't taking no for an answer. Like I didn't even have cash on me, and then I'm trying to like just be polite. So I'm like, all right, you know, let me take a picture of like the top of the lid of the product, just so like I remember it. Maybe we'll come back if I want it, or maybe I'll just buy it online. And then like this kid who was trying to sell to me, his partner, just like looks at me and he goes, "Yeah, you know, buying them online only helps the manufacturer. It doesn't help us who spent 15 grand for this booth. You know, if you're trying, that guy's already a friggin' millionaire." And I'm just like,
That's a good sales pitch.
well, that's the funny thing about sales is like once you don't think the sale is going to happen, you kind of don't have a reason not to be a dick. Because some people will just fold under that pressure of like, "Oh, the man's being mean to me," which like, I don't know, I get if you know what I mean? Like if you need to make a sale, like you got to do everything you can do. But then I was just like, yeah, fuck you. And then I started walking away, and the kid that was actually cleaning my glasses and like not being a dick, he was like, "Well, before you go, like, were your glasses better than when you gave them to me?" And I go, "Yes." And I was like, "But I'm like, I appreciate it, man. Like, good luck. I'm just like not buying your goop." And it's just like, man, I hate sales. I hate working in sales.
Yeah, me too.
I hate being on the other end of it, because like I don't know.
But if you're going to get into it like these guys do, then you have to understand that that's going to happen.
No, it's totally gonna happen.
That's part of the life, just
sure
like
is.
bombing here.
Sure is. So, but I don't know. I guess I'm telling that story because nothing really else happened at the fair. like it was fun. There were some extreme dogs.
Extreme dogs.
Yeah, they were just like catching frisbees and jumping over shit and like jumping in a pool. Yeah, it was nice. And then we got to pet them after, which was like,
Nice.
nice.
Did you do the same thing with Nick Mullen? Did you pet him after?
I wanted to, but I didn't want to make it weird. You know, I'm a fan.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, once we're like working shows together, I'll be like, "Let me suck your cock."
Well, that's how you get shows together.
Yeah, no, amen. I mean, that's showbiz, baby.
So tell us about Transformers. It was good?
Yeah. I think Bumblebee is the best live action Transformers movie because it's just more of a cohesive experience. But this is pretty good. It's better than all the 5 ones that Michael Bay directed.
Okay.
That fucking sociopath. And but like it wasn't like anything insane. Like it's probably not gonna win like Oscars or anything like that. Like it was an action summer movie,
Right.
with giant robots that were made of CGI. But like for me as a fan of the brand, like it was cool. Like the characters were more or less true to who they should be, and
Okay.
And Pete Davidson was great.
Oh, he's in this?
He's one of the Transformers.
Oh.
Yeah, this guy Mirage who makes it makes duplicates and like I don't know, like illusions with his robot body.
Okay.
Yeah. Makes a great joke about how like the human character they were like struggling in their relationship, and he's like, because he's driven the Pete Davidson robot, and he's like, "Man, I thought we were brothers. You've been inside me," and it was just. It could have been the hammiest, gross, like not funny joke, but it was a great delivery on Pete's part. It was very funny.
Nice.
I do recommend people see it. It was good. My only like problem with it, and I don't know if this is gonna bite me in the ass in 10 years, but fuck it. It was so like, where do I even begin? Like all the characters in the movie were like human characters were from Brooklyn. and it was just a very like hammy over the top, like we're from Brooklyn, we're the boys, we're gonna get it done. And then there's a point where like the main character's younger brother's like, we're from 6102 Franklin Street in Brooklyn, nothing keeps us down. And I'm like no, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and then the same thing, like the human female character was just like, yeah, I never even left Brooklyn, and then I don't know, it was just, I don't get what the hype is from just being from a city and being like, and I don't get that in movies. It's like,
I'll go further than that. I don't understand, I should say, people who have all this like Irish pride or Italian pride when they've never even been to the country. I never understood that.
no, it's weird. I think especially as an Italian person, being like hoorah Italy, it's like bro, Italy has only recently been one country. Like when your grandparents like immigrated here or whatever, they probably weren't even coming from a unified Italy. They were coming from like a city. It's just like,
All right, but that's an interesting point, because if my like my grandparents, like if they emigrated from Italy and they're off the boat, then maybe I'd feel a little sense of pride if I knew them and spent time with them. Maybe then I'd feel it, but that was not the case for me. But a lot of people who aren't in that situation, they're still like, rah rah with the flag of their country. Like, you've never even been there, you didn't experience anything what it was like to be there. Like, your family, isn't off the boat. Like, so what is this,
dude? Tribalism is a son of a bitch, man. If you feel like you don't got a community to belong to, you will make up a community to belong to. Which, like, I don't know. There's a part of that that's like the human experience, and it's like a good thing. And then there's a part of that that's like me getting mail from a company that just sees that your name is Italian and then makes like a custom little postcard, and they're like, you could buy a shirt that says "Hey, LaCarrubba," and it's just. It's so pandery. I hate it.
When I was a kid, I got one of those things in the mail.
You did.
And it was for glasses.
Oh.
Walker's Tavern, Walker this, and I was a kid, and I had my paper out or my lumberyard money. I'm like, I'll buy this. This is cool. And I'm like, and my mother still has some of it. And I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, oh, that was stupid. Nice. Ken Pichelle, good point. Make Tony eat Bucky's overbites. He's got me. Thank you, Ken. You got my back.
Kim, what's a Bucky's overbite? Because I know Bucky's because of recently becoming in the zeitgeist. It's a chain of convenience stores in Texas.
Well, Texas, but now they're branching out. They're all over pretty much the South.
Okay, cool.
Their overbites, it's just chocolate and peanut butter, but it's the most heavenly thing you'll ever eat. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
Now, Carol Miner, she brings up a very sad but true point. It's too hot to send chocolate. Carol is my good friend. I love her dearly. She sends me a package of Bucky's once in a while.
Oh, that's sweet.
The joke on this show that her husband hates is it's nice of Carol to send me her nice chocolate box that I love to eat. But it's the truth. But she sends me.
This is a family-friendly show, goddammit.
It's not really.
Yeah.
But it is too hot to send. So during the summers, she does not send them. So I'm
Excuses.
I'm a little sad. She sends me. Yeah, and I've talked about it on the show here. The Reese's peanut butter cups. When I was a kid, it tasted like chocolate and peanut butter. You have them now. It's like semi-chocolate, but then the inside, the peanut butter part, looks and tastes like chalk to me. I don't know what that is.
It's mostly sugar.
Yeah. But Carol sends, and it's this big, thick chocolate thing, and it's just got this ton of peanut butter inside. Oh, it's so good. But then she also sends me their caramel and milk chocolate. There's just a solid milk chocolate. It is just unbelievable. And it's and Bucky's, it's a convenience store, but they have a restaurant inside. They sell clothes. Like, it's a glorified convenience store. But the very first time Carol sent me her delicious box, I believe it was the following weekend, CBS This Morning did a piece on Bucky's. And so I loved Bucky's already, but then I see this piece that CBS This Morning did. They're union friendly. They treat their employees fair. They give them benefits. Like, it's just a great place to work. So I'm in love with Buc-ee's. I've never been there, but I'm in love with it.
If you're out there and you want to know more about what we're talking about, I'll plug one of my favorite content creators out there right now. This guy on YouTube called Company Man.
Okay.
He recently did an episode on Buc-ee's that got me and a lot of my friends. They got Buc-ee's on our radar, and he usually makes like 5 to 15-minute videos just about famous companies and like a lot of very interesting stories. His one on American Express is fucking crazy.
Really?
Yeah, just like how that company started in the early 1900s and just what they've offered over 100 years. It's wild. But the Buc-ee's episode is just very informative about like why people love them and why there's like such a strong culture around them. Like Haley, being partially from Texas, like has a ton of Buc-ee's merch.
Nice.
Yeah, like, and my favorite is she has a shirt. It looks like almost like a Grateful Dead band tee, but it has the Buc-ee's guy on the front, and on the back it looks like tour dates, but it's just the locations of the.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's
funny.
very funny.
It's really funny.
Ken Pichelle, I'll try not to feel guilty eating mine. It's awesome, you bastard. Fremder, Buc-ee's Overbite. It sounds like it hurts. My favorite candy are M&M's. One of my favorites is milk with Oreolas. Ken Pichelle, people fly their heritage or origin flags because they want someone to root for in the later rounds of the soccer World Cup. All right, I'll give you that. Ken Pichelle.
I won't.
I know, I was trying to be nice.
Yeah.
All right, so, and I saw The Flash. I didn't like it.
Really?
I didn't expect to like it.
Yeah.
Just like the food you bring, I don't expect to like it. But there was more Michael Keaton in it than I thought there'd be.
Okay.
So that made it fun for me.
Good.
But the movie as a whole was stupid. It didn't make sense. And Ezra Miller annoys me, and the guy should be in jail anyway. So
yeah, dude's kind of a dick.
Yeah, he's messed up.
Yeah,
he's messed up. So the Buc-ee's guy, says Ken Pichelle, his name is Bucky. Oh, is that right? Is that why it's called Buc-ee's? Because the guy's name?
Yeah, no,
I don't know if
the
I
name
knew
of the
that.
mascot.
Right, the mascot. Yeah,
but I don't know. I have way more fun not like I guess pretending is one way to word it, but like I don't know. I love not knowing the names of very obvious things. Like I knew that was Bucky. That's like being like one of my favorite comedians right now that I recently discovered is this guy that is from Austin. I can't think of his fucking name. Either way, he has a joke about...
Is it Austin?
No.
Oh.
But he has a Casey Rocket, and he has a joke about the paperclip from Microsoft Word. And it's like, it's Clippy. Everyone knows it's Clippy, but it's funnier being like, when he just throws out like the paperclip from Microsoft Word. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's funnier than knowing the actual name. It's
right.
Fun. It's just, you know.
That's good. All right. So, so one thing I wanted to bring up, wanted to talk about today, and I was waiting for it because I wanted to have one of our young guys in here because I wanted to bounce off.
He thinks I'm young.
Well, you're 29. That's young. 29 is young, pal.
I am dust.
You're dust. I am 24 years older than you. So, and you're saying you're dust.
Careful, man. Some guys my age are into that. Don't threaten me
true.
with a good time.
So the other night, Tuesday night, we have Hershey and the Keegs in here, and before we went on the air, Hershey and I were discussing their numbers, their viewership, and their numbers are up on Facebook. They're doing well, and Hersh said to me, he thinks I should drop Twitch and put this show back on Facebook and YouTube because he believes that's where the numbers are. So I was already a little disgruntled with Twitch. It has not taken off the way the way I hoped it would. And I'm just going to be honest, the girl that was helping me, the one who got me started on Twitch in the first place, she's pretty much ghosted me. It's been almost a year already since I've seen her. I think October was the last time I saw her. Actually, I think September. And I've been contemplating it, and then Hirschman brought up, he brought it up himself, and I don't know. Twitch does seem to be the place the latest up-and-comer. This platform doesn't help my Tourette, says Fremder. It does seem to be the up-and-coming place, but I'm not an up-and-comer. I'm an old guy. I'm not your typical Twitch person, and I think the target audience for somebody for this show is not on Twitch. So I don't know. I've been contemplating. Now, I explained to Hirschman the reason I got off Facebook. When we first started the show, we were on YouTube and Facebook. And Facebook, our numbers were really well.
It was all Russian bots.
Well, that's the thing.
It was all Russian bots.
2020, January and February, between those 2 months, January and February of 2020, we had the shows that were on the station at the time, we had 200,000 views with all the shows in those 2 months. And we were like, holy shit. And that was on Facebook. And we thought, things were happening and we thought we were doing great. COVID came and everybody started doing a podcast. So a lot of our numbers went down. But also it turned out, we found out that Facebook was inflating their numbers. They inflate their numbers so that they can then come to you and say, hey,
do you want to keep it up?
You want to keep it up? Well, pay for this boost and pay for that and pay for this and pay for that. And then it came out. I don't want to say in the news, but the news came out that Facebook was in fact inflating their numbers, and we didn't take them up. We didn't buy anything. Sure enough, we noticed our reach was then getting limited, and we weren't on people's news feeds anymore. And if we shared something, like it wouldn't even show up until the next day.
Yeah,
a lot of weird stuff like that. Plus the fact they are very militant with their rules. They change their rules all the time. They don't tell you. So we were, they were muting a lot of our stuff. They were taking a lot of our stuff down. So I was like, you know what, forget it. We're out of here. But yeah, I'm looking at some of the numbers. Hirschman and Keegan's numbers are getting better on Facebook. Treading Water with you and Travis, that show is taking off on all platforms. But again, those guys are younger.
God, they're so goddamn cute.
Which one? Both of them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially Travis, he's like, there's not an ounce of fat on that guy.
I can't compare him. It's like comparing children that you want to fuck. You can't do it. Your own children. Own children, not other people's children.
Everyone's got a podcast now, says Ken Pichelle. I wrote that song for Put Up, Shut Up, Stand Up. That's right. Yes, you did. Yeah, I love that.
Hey, I started a COVID cast.
Right. Yeah. Everybody did.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm contemplating just going back. I put the show when we're done every day. I then throw it up on YouTube, but I don't know. I'm contemplating just going back to YouTube and Facebook to see how that goes.
Yeah, I feel like if I think it was Jeff in the chat said it perfectly. Yeah, it was Jeff. If you're trying to like play video games 8 hours a day on Twitch or just online, I think Twitch is the place to be. There's something about YouTube that maybe I'm wrong. It just feels more accessible. Feel like more like my dad had a hard time watching this show because like. He, as a fellow old man, has figured out YouTube. He's just like, it's a place I watch videos.
Right.
Twitch is like, I can watch videos, but it's mostly live stuff. And oh my God, there's a chat feed. Like, it's all very similar. But I feel like YouTube, it would be easier for folks who don't know what this is.
That's what I've heard too. To
actually
get on Twitch and find it. I've heard that can be a pain.
Yeah. Even I've had issues finding the show. Like when I wanted to watch stuff, I'm just like, where and what and how and like.
Well, that's the thing too. Twitch doesn't keep it on very long, which is why I'm throwing it on YouTube when I'm done. And that too. If I'm throwing it on YouTube anyway, I may as well just stay there. So I do think we're just gonna go back to the Facebook YouTube formula. I will tell you guys right now, we are doing it on YouTube tomorrow. Because I can't get Zoom to work when we're on Twitch. But when we're on YouTube, I can get Zoom to work. And we have Chris Monty Zooming in with me and Andy tomorrow. Last time he zoomed in with us, he had to cut the interview short because his baby was crying.
Dang.
Damn kids get in the way.
Excuses.
That's right. He probably had it like queued up on his phone or something. He just had it play in the background. Oh, I gotta go. So tomorrow's show will be on YouTube. And then we might, I don't know, I'm really thinking we might just stay there. I think we might just stay there. So, but tell us what you think. I don't know. I mean, you guys have been great. Everybody followed us over onto Twitch. And I know some of them even started a Twitch account solely for this. So I do appreciate it, and I'm sorry I keep dragging you guys all over the place, but we're trying because we were also told, too, that this was easier to monetize than it is on YouTube. So,
interesting.
But
yeah, no idea.
That hasn't really worked out. Ken Pichelle, I've struggled trying to keep up with activities on the app in the app on Twitch, like during Joe DeJesus' live music show, party crashing takeovers or something. Oh, I don't recall that.
That's just a lot of words.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I haven't talked to Joe in a few months. I know he was trying. Yeah, I know he was trying his show on Twitch. Ken Pichelle, is he still doing it on Twitch? I don't even know. If you go back to other platforms, you're going to be censored, says Fremder.
That actually is kind of a problem with YouTube. YouTube's getting very, very sensory and.
But more than here?
Well, like here's the problem: is if you want the ads, like that YouTube runs, you're gonna have a hard time with anything that's not super squeaky clean right now. But selling ads like on the actual within the show itself that has nothing to do with YouTube,
right?
You can kind of do whatever you want. As
well,
long as, those
plus,
I
already have it set on YouTube on the YouTube channel that this is not for kids. Like it's already set that way.
Yeah, they tried that as being like a thing that would work, and YouTube's a mess, man. YouTube really, like, it's hard. I don't want to get too much into it right now because there's a lot of nitty gritty. But, like, there was even a controversy in the last couple of years about, like kids on YouTube and, like, pedophiles are going to YouTube to watch all this kid content. And once you click on one video, it's all it recommends you are these, like, videos of kids. And it ended up like being like a whole kind of like fake scandal to fuck over YouTubers that weren't doing anything wrong.
Wow.
I'll link you to some interesting, like I think fun to watch stuff about just like how that kind of platform gets very like downward spirally. But I don't know.
On this platform you have control of the sensory. Yeah, but I mean, do we really? I haven't had a problem with YouTube in that regard. I don't personally feel we get that bad. Like, I don't feel like even since we've been on Twitch, which has been almost a year at this point, I don't think we do anything.
Stop saying the N-word. It's been great.
Well, and they see it on Hershey and the Keegs more, and and they're on YouTube. I don't think we're doing anything worse than we were prior when we used to be on YouTube. And
no, it's not about you guys. It's not about anybody doing anything worse. It's about their standards sliding. Well, no, you know what I mean?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. We've never been shut down or muted or anything on YouTube due to anything we've said on here. We've been shut down and muted for playing copyright material,
sure,
stuff like that. But we've never been in trouble for language or anything like that. Ken Pichelle, the Twitch party crash is when a whole bunch of viewers jump all at once out of one show that's ending into an ongoing one. Oh, that's that's the raid.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Isn't that's a good thing, isn't it?
I don't know. I guess if they're going to your show, it's a good thing. If they're
right.
leaving your show, it's a bad thing.
Yeah. What about the Boxcast hurt when I hurt my vagina? What? What about the Boxcast when I hurt my vagina?
I wonder how it would improve ratings if you just stopped reading from this bullshit. It might spike.
Advertise the show as a Fremda-free show?
Yeah.
Well, I do get spikes when there's no DJ D-Lo.
Well, I mean, we didn't have to tell you that one. You knew that.
Fremda, I don't know what that means, the Boxcast when I hurt my vagina. I don't know what that means. All right, so either way, we definitely are going to be on YouTube tomorrow so we can Zoom with Chris Monty. And then, I don't know, I might just decide to keep it there. When you were on the Boxcast as a platform.
Oh, now I get it. I'm kidding.
That was a long time ago. I don't know if we're talking about the platform that I use for YouTube is called Wirecast. I'm sorry, I'm still not following you. Ken Pichelle, I guess it is good. I just mean that all of the bells and whistles on Twitch can be confusing. Yeah, I agree with that too. Am I missing letters in what I write? Box. Yes, you go back to Facebook. There's going to be tons of Dennis. Oh, so that's from Bosie. Oh, okay. You think there'll be more Dennis than there is here? Dennis is DJ. I'm just going to have to... I think I even mentioned it last week. I'm going to be taking his calls less again. We're at that point again where I have to just start limiting him more than I was.
Millions of silent voices crying out in hope.
Exactly. Yes. And speaking of Chris Monty, don't forget that is our weekly contest. We've started weekly contests since you've been gone.
You can nut the farthest. You got like a little tape measure out and be like, shoot your load. No? Okay, I was off base. What's the contest?
The contest is well, it's different every week. So the first week was send us a screenshot of you sharing the link to one of our shows, and you get free passes to a show at one of the clubs.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Last week was just do a post about here and the club, and tag us in it so we can see it. And one of these posts will get 2 free passes to any of the shows on the Gov stage.
I like it.
Nobody has participated. This week's contest, since Chris Monty is playing McGuire's this weekend, the contest was post anything you want about Chris Monty and tag the club and tag us in it. And nobody has participated. But we're trying. But it's this weekend, Friday and Saturday. Chris Monty, you want free passes to go see Chris Monty? Just, post something about Chris Monty and tag us and Governor's Comedy Club in it. And you'll get, one of the posts, one person that posts about it will get free admission, you and a guest, to see Chris Monty at McGuire's this weekend.
Don't read that one.
What's that?
Nothing. I'm just being silly.
It's okay not to laugh at what I say, just like everybody else. It's the instinct to do, remember, like in 5th grade when you couldn't think for yourself. I heard DJ D-Lo was accused of rap. All right. Another thing we're going to bring up today is this. We can't avoid it. We got to bring this up.
Oh, God.
This submarine thing. Oh, you don't know? Well, you just got back yesterday at 8 a.m., so you don't know about the submarine.
No. Is it yellow?
I don't know what color it is.
What happened?
So, the Titanic.
Sure.
You're up on that, right?
I think.
The Titanic, it's, down there in the ocean. Well,
What?
Leo, what? So some billionaire paid for some submarine that will go down there and hit this billionaire and some of his friends and some people who paid, like I think it was $250,000, go in the submarine, they go down and they take a tour of the Titanic.
Cool.
Well, the submarine went missing.
Oh, hell yeah.
And oh my goodness. And they believe the Coast Guard, they're pretty sure that as of 7 o'clock this morning, I don't know if that's Pacific or Eastern time. I think Pacific, right? I'm not. Either way, 7 o'clock this morning, they believe they would have run out of oxygen. Now the Coast Guard and the officials, they have been searching. They've even said that they've been hearing noises, but they can't pinpoint where it's coming from. As of a half hour before we went on the air, these guys have not been found. I don't know what the latest is since we've been on the air, but that's what I know is that they have not been found. They're still hearing noises, so they're trying to find these guys, and they think they have run out of oxygen, but they're not sure.
I think I may have seen one post about this.
Okay.
And were these like super rich guys that they weren't like maintaining like the safety standards of
That's
stuff?
what's come out since. The person that's kind of steering the ship doesn't have a lot of experience. This thing was not safe. There was even some news report that was out before they even went that this thing was not safe, that it had all sorts of issues. Andy says, Pacific, it's the fucking Titanic. No, I understand that. I'm saying, I don't know where the article came from, I'm saying. So I don't know if they meant 7 a.m. our time, their time, or even where the Titanic is. That's what I meant,
That's
Andy.
fucking hilarious.
That's what I meant. Damn
Is it in the Indian Ocean, Tony?
Well, and that's my point. Like 7 a.m. Eastern time wouldn't make sense either.
Yeah.
So that's my point.
So the one post that I saw about it was a comedian, friend of the show. I'm not going to say names for my own protection.
Oh.
Was just like making a joke about it and about how like rich people don't, just want to not consider the realistic, they just throw money at shit. And it was like a funny enough joke, but then a perceivably very wealthy and well-to-do person is like in the comments being like, hey, we're people too, and it's still a tragedy and sad. And it's like, one, you're on a comedian's post, and it's two, it's just like no, like sometimes y'all are not people too. You know what I mean? Like there's like, I don't know. I think wealthy folks, you gotta be able to take the jabs. Like, y'all run the world. You run these shitty corporations that ruin people's lives, and you should be able to take a joke if people are making fun of you for your evil practices. And it was just like, oh my God, it was such a thing to see, like, again, a rich person on social media being like, stop making fun of us. Like, it's just like, you wouldn't make fun about a car crash. And it's like, yeah, we do all the time. That's comedy. You make fun of tragedy plus time equals funny. And I don't know. So that's the only thing I've seen about the subs.
Okay,
Other rich people being like, no.
All right, first off, Andy's got a real thing with the time here. The time is always the place of where the incident is. Okay, all right. So that's what, England? Is that where the Titanic? It was off Europe.
It was in the Atlantic.
Yeah, it was in the Atlantic.
I don't know where, how far, what time. We were in.
All right, all right. So it was 7 a.m. What do they call that? What do they call it? European time? Western time? What do they call? I don't even know. What
Euro time.
Euro time.
Yes.
Okay. So 7 a.m. their time, which means, so it's probably around 5 or 6 over there. So they've been supposedly out of oxygen.
They've been dead for 12 hours.
Yeah, exactly, almost. No messing with Andy and science. Humans don't understand comedians. I think of the Titanic was the rise of J.P. Morgan. All right, so it's funny you said all that, because that's exactly why I was bringing it up. Because I saw a post this morning. Somebody had posted, I can't believe that there's people dying and all society does is make up memes about it. Because people are posting yellow submarines and all sorts of stuff. GMT, Greenwich Mean Time.
As opposed to Greenwich Nice Time.
Yo, Plebjanos, you need to watch that stupid movie again, Closer to Greenland. All right, okay.
No, what he has to watch is Transformers: Rise of the Beast, so he can really chew on it and talk about it.
All right, but
week.
So and what time is that?
That's Transformers
what
time. Baby.
What time zone would that be? I don't know. I don't care. The Titanic was just a ship to load people on because they knew it was going to sink, and all the big business people were gone. It would make others be able to rise in their power.
Damn, Fremda's out here throwing Titanic conspiracy theories. That's the funniest thing Fremda's ever said in this goddamn show.
So, yeah, this person I know posted something. Yeah, I can't believe all people are making memes when people are dying.
Yeah.
So, sure enough, then there were comments after comments after comments, and some people were saying, yeah, I agree with you. Other people were saying what you were saying. It's comedy. And then there were some people saying, I'm not going to feel bad for these billionaires who, instead of using their money for important things, who are out of touch, they need to, they feel that they're above it all, and they'll survive going in a submarine. They'll survive, these Jeff Bezos rockets into space.
Those Jeff Bezos space rockets, man, they're really bad.
Well, Rich Raiders had the Bezos rocket.
Haven't we all?
The heavier your money bags are, the faster you sing. Probably sink.
That's a typo.
Yeah. But that, so then the guy who posted it is saying, well, I agree. You know, these people have way too much money, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it's a human life. We shouldn't be making fun of it. Then some people did say that. You know, we're just trying to make light. We're just making a joke. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I'm seeing everybody's point. Like, I'm not sure where to go with that. You know, like I didn't make any memes or make any comments about it, but
the fact of the matter is, because they have that status in the world and they're that rich and they're that powerful, they're getting enough sympathy and empathy and good people vibes. They're getting plenty of that. They don't need it from funny people on Facebook. Like, I don't know. I'm a very eat the rich kind of guy, but, like, to begin with, so whatever. Maybe I'm biased, but, like, I don't know. Like, you gotta take a fucking joke.
I do agree. You got to take a joke.
And it's just so, like, obvious. Like, here we get into tribalism again. I feel like the people that are upset at the jokes are just fellow rich people that if they were to, like, do something stupid with their money and, like, it would cause them some sort of bodily harm, they're feeling that for their fellow rich person. Like, no, you still have to feel bad for us. Like, no, we don't. You guys basically eat us alive.
Right.
Metaphorically.
Right. And that's the thing. Like, because I am thinking to myself, it is a human life no matter what.
Right.
But like you said, I mean, I can't stand the fact, I can't stand how these guys waste their money so they can do stupid shit like this. Like, and especially the rockets with Bezos and Branson, going up to space for 2 minutes and then coming back, and it costs so much money. I want to strangle them. How about you pay your employees more? The ones that like Bezos in particular treats his employees like absolute garbage.
Yeah.
But, I'd much rather, I would praise the guy if he took that money instead and gave it to his employees. So, but do I hate what they do that much that I'm going to laugh at them dying? I don't know.
If it's a funny joke, maybe, right? Like, if the joke is funny, if it's just like, haha, dead people, like, that's not, like, even me with my opinions, I'm like, that's, not the coolest. But, like, if you say something legitimately funny, I don't know.
Pajanos, looks like the articles I read are all using EDT. Eastern
Dick Time.
Eat Dick Time.
Eat Dick Time, baby. What is it? It's EDT in the morning.
GMT is New York plus 5 hours. The way to remember, it is 2 p.m. in London and 9 a.m. in New York for breakfast at Wimbledon. Okay.
That was lame.
Canada
really lame.
is in the lead, so they are probably using Ottawa time.
Speaking of Canada, I left, like, the day that the air turned to shit here.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that was sick. So I land in beautiful Washington with just the clearest skies and beautiful blue lakes, and I just see social media posts, and everyone's like, we can't breathe out here.
Oh, it was terrible.
It sounded bad.
I'll show you a picture, which I never even showed you guys. A picture from...
It's a picture of his wang, everybody. Don't be fooled.
Yeah. Something about that air made it look bigger. Let's see if I can find it.
Ain't no amount of smoke making that statue of David piece any bigger.
So yeah, this is taken at my front door.
That's gotta love sepia tones.
And that's exactly my point. There's no
crazy.
messing with that.
That's wild.
Real.
That is an Instagram filter if I've ever seen one. That's nuts.
That's the front of my house. That's my truck there. Zach's behind me.
Quick, get his license plate number.
I don't even know if you guys can really get a feel for that, but you guys.
No, yeah. If you
guys were
in
here,
this area, you knew what was good or bad.
Yeah, it was, and it was freaky. It was very freaky, because at first they were saying they didn't know how long it was going to last. It got a little better the next day, and they said, well, it might come back in the weekend. But you could really, like, if you went outside, you would. If you were out there for a little while, you felt your eyes were getting itchy, your throat got scratchy. They said if you were outside for an hour, it was like smoking a full pack of cigarettes just for an hour.
Well, that's a good reason to start smoking.
All right, so I'm trying to figure out, if it's okay to make jokes or not. But you guys are sticking on the time thing. I don't know if we want to
so
talk about
funny.
that.
Yeah, everybody's just talking about fucking time zones in this chat. That's so fucking funny. Andy, you're my favorite, man. I love you. That is too fucking funny.
Ken Pichelle, headline: Debris found near Titanic wreckage. Sounds a bit like repetitive redundancy, but is that true? They found something. I knew this was going to happen, says Bajano. Eastern Daylight Savings Time.
You know what? I'm going to throw this out here and now. I've made my decision. Andy, if you are available and would like to replace Carla tonight, I would love to have you be the panelist number one.
That's a perfect choice.
And if he says no, if you can't do it, it's cool. You got shit going on, but I want to have you anyway, and I just think it would be if you're making me laugh so much from this time zone beef we got going on.
See, I always just go by Eastern EST Eastern Standard Time, I think, right? Is that? I think that's, but
that's
Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Andy said, we've smelled it the last 2 days by me. Smelled what? What, the wildfires again?
Yeah.
What, as in the last 2 days? As in yesterday and
Let me check
Tuesday?
with my wife, you whipped piece of shit.
Smart man, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's crazy, says Fremd. I used to read on the pack of cigarettes, smoking these will make the sky look yellow. Ken Pichelle, yes, true headline 2 minutes ago. Oh, all right, so they may have found something, huh?
So I did actually lie. The Tuesday before I left, I was in downtown Huntington to see a concert, and the air was starting to get really bad. It wasn't like...
Yeah, because I think it was a Thursday when we had the issues, I think.
Right, which
So
was
that
one of the first
Tuesday?
days I left. But like we first noticed something was weird.
Oh, yeah?
And then the funny thing was the tickets that we had, the concert we saw, was a band with the literal name Toxic Airborne Event.
That is fantastic.
So we're just like, well, is that what's happening? Like, did they like plug in a smoke machine in the cities that they go to? Like, fuck with the air. Be like, there's a Toxic Airborne Event here. Ha ha ha, marketing. And it was just like a real life one.
The important part, pussy whipped his pussy, says Andy. So, Toxic Airborne Event. I'm waiting for Andy to correct you on those initials, that it means, that it's not Toxic Airborne Event, that it's
It'll happen.
toxic, or it's the airborne event or something.
You know what's
sounds
crazy
kinky.
about that concert is it kind of made me like the band less. And it wasn't because they were bad.
Oh.
Like, the lead singer was like just douchey enough. And like, it's such a weird thing. Like, all right, let me know in the chat if you guys know what I'm talking about. You ever see a band play live and they're too good. It's too clean of a sound. It's basically like listening to them on a recording. There's nothing about it is like, oh, this has the energy of a live performance.
Yeah.
And it almost felt like very sanitized. Like again, like it feels like a weird thing to complain about. But I remember leaving and being like, why did we pay to see this? We paid to see the lead singer forget words and like blame it on other people in the band.
Oh, that's douchey.
That was super douchey. And Haley put it best. She was like, it was almost like we went to see like college level music students play. So it was good, and it was extremely technically what it needed to be, but there was no soul, Tony.
I'm all about the soul. I've never heard of these guys. What kind of
Rock.
rock?
Yeah, I don't know how you would classify it. Like, listen, go check out their like top 5 on streaming services on like Spotify. I don't know what you use. What do you use? Vinyl?
I am a CD guy.
Yeah.
I am still a CD guy. I just bought a CD yesterday.
I don't know. It's weird because like I still like their songs, but it weirdly affected how I just Brandon La Complainer. You son of a bitch, Fremda.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm very critical about art, and even when it's art I like talking about what I like and what I don't like about it. I find it interesting.
All right, so name a song of theirs that you like.
Changing, or all I ever wanted was the song that we wanted to hear. It's all we wanted,
And they didn't play it?
They did not play it. Yeah.
Bastards.
Oh man, is this plugged into the feed?
I am about to plug it into the
Oh
feed.
hell yeah, we got the tech, baby.
And I don't know if we'll get hit with copyright issues, but I'm taking a chance.
Watch, this is how we get famous, is that like the lead singer claps back. A local radio show. Talk shit.
Oh, I hope
Andy, don't fucking look at him. Benedict
Wow.
Arnold, motherfucker.
No, he likes Fremder. He always has really nice things to say about him. He does.
Really?
All right, so far I like it.
Yeah, it's good rock.
The lead singer looks like a douche.
Hum of the wires, the sounds of the morning creeping. I lie awake, pretending you can hear me.
I like them. I like that they use like strings.
I was just about to say I like the use of the cello and the violin. They always have that?
Yeah, it's a kind of hallmark of theirs. They always have at least one string player that not guitar. Yeah, like gay strings.
I can see you and Haley singing this to each other. Looking deep into each other's eyes and singing this song.
Oh yeah, that's what we do every night.
I'm trying to think of things to say so I can throw off the algorithm of playing this. Fremder's jokes are like a broken What? Fremder's jokes are like a broken accurate twice a day.
Goddamn.
Oh, a broken
everybody in there
clock.
Trying to be funny.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Bosie, off topic. I wanted to watch a DVD yesterday, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, but it was still wrapped up from a purchase from Hollywood Video. Do I open it or do I leave it sealed?
That might be worth a lot one day. You never know, dude.
That's the movie, right, where they're chanting, Walker, Walker.
I kill that. I don't want.
Okay, sorry.
We need this to. I just don't want you to get struck. I need this to survive. This is where I.
Well, either way, surviving or not, I'll definitely, if I have to, I'll edit it so I can. Because I'm sure these guys,
Good.
they love the part where I'm
How
tortured.
douchey that singer was. I could see him going after us.
Yeah, I can see that. So
But if you're
screw
listening
him.
to this, no, I love you, dude. Let me open for you. Your concerts. I won't make fun of you before you go up.
What would you do if you opened for them? Would you sing or do comedy?
Oh, I do comedy, man. I love the idea of like comics opening for big music acts.
Yeah, me too.
That's I think that's a great way to start a show and like get people involved before the show starts.
Yep.
give
That's
it
why
a-
I did it last year at Jones Beach.
Nice.
I don't think it's happening this year, bastards.
Yeah, what are you talking about? What was that?
The Jones Beach Boardwalk Band Shell.
Okay.
They have music there every weekend during the summer.
Yeah, but like you
I
open for
went.
something?
I know the guys who run it,
what?
and I went to them last year because they've had in the past local radio stations kind of sponsor it and do giveaways and stuff.
Sweet.
So I said, let Governors sponsor it. So Governors. So they agreed. I think it was like maybe 6 or 7 shows. It was the first season back since COVID. And so they didn't do every weekend. They only did X amount of shows there. This year it's every weekend again. It's back fully. But so we went last year. We had Governors provided a comedian to to be the opening act to some of the music shows.
Oh, that's sweet.
And I hosted several nights, and I loved it. I had fun. And then I did giveaways. We gave out free passes to the club. We gave out pens. Just giveaways and stuff. And it was a lot of fun. We had a great time. I think it was the first one we did. Keegan was the comic.
Sweet.
So I introduced Keegan. I go out into the stands, and I'm watching. This woman comes up to me, holds out her phone. It's a picture. She has a Hershey and the Keegs T-shirt. But she showed me a picture of it. I'm like, holy shit. People were coming up to Mike afterwards. Oh, we loved you. You were so much fun. People loved it. Fat Jay did it. Fat Jay, I think, got the best response out of anybody. I mean, people were going up to him afterwards just praising him. He couldn't get out of there. You'd think he was like a big celebrity. He couldn't get out of there. Mary Capone did it. Mario did it. Michelle Fox did it. Andy did it. Dan LaRocca did it. There were a bunch of us.
Cool.
And I thought it went well, and I was excited to do it again this year. They're doing it full throttle this year, but from what I understand, from what I'm being told, they can't go as late as I think cutoff time was 11 o'clock last year. And that's been that way forever, but now I believe it's 10.
That's
so
amazing.
They at least this is what I was told. So they're not. It doesn't look like they're bringing us back. They did say they may have a couple of things in mind that they can use us for. I don't know. I haven't heard anything in a while about that. But if anything does come up, I'll definitely let you know.
Appreciate.
All right, so Andy's leaving. He says he's got to go. He says he'll hit you up.
Yeah.
He's going to hit you up soon if about tonight.
Yeah, very good.
That's tonight, baby. Govs.com. Come see.
Come out. If everybody in this chat, come out to it. It's a fun time. It's a good show. The people we have as panelists that are paid to do sets as well as critique everybody else are some fucking crazy good comedians. I mean, just. And I got to give Neil the shout out again, just like seeing his special taping a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, he's fantastic,
dude! It was I'm excited, man.
Yeah, he really is great. I'm excited.
Fuck, I should have hit him up to be a guest this week on this. I'll hit him up about next week.
I did ask him.
I'll ask him tonight.
He's coming back. He's coming back to the area in July.
Yeah,
because he's doing comedy for a band at I believe at the Paramount.
Nice.
Which we're not allowed to talk about in here. But I did say at that time, I did ask him. I think he said he was going to get back to me. If you talk to him, be sure to mention it.
Hell yeah.
Wish I could make it. I know it'll be awesome. I wish I could make it. I know it'll be awesome, says Vicky. Ken Pichelle, big travel afternoon for Carol and me. Why? Oh, sorry. I got it. Well, so what? Do it. I drove 7 hours yesterday. I did a show yesterday, and I drove 7 hours. All right, we're out of here. It is a bit far, says Carol. Carol, come here with your delicious box. We're out of here. It's so obvious. It's bad. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you had fun. Chris Monty tomorrow will be hanging out with me and Andy. So last night we did not have Circling the Drain. They will be on tonight on the YouTube channel. 7 o'clock tonight. That's Circling the Drain. Bye, kids. This is Ken Pichelle. All right. Don't forget, see you here tonight at the Giga Room. See you here tonight at the Giga Room. Thank you, Carol. Have a great day, says Carol. You too. I believe that's everything. And keep an eye on Governor's website, govs.com. Soon there'll be something about a murder mystery that you can see at the brokerage in September.
Spay or neuter your goddamn pets.
Yes. Words of wisdom. Everybody have a great day. Again, me and Andy tomorrow with Chris Monty. See you guys later. See ya.
Bye.
What will you experience at a Knock'em Dead comedy murder mystery show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music. Knock'em Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knock'em Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. You had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knock'em Dead Comedy for your event today.